According to welfare.org, under the welfare section, Help for U.S. Citizens, it states that federally funded and government welfare began in the 1930s. During the Great Depression, the U.S. responded to an overwhelming number of families and individuals in need of aid by creating a welfare program that would give assistance to those who had little to no income. This U.S. welfare system stayed in the hands of the federal government for the next 61 years. Many Americans were unhappy with the welfare system, claiming that individuals were abusing the welfare system by not applying for jobs, having more children just to get more aid, and staying unmarried so that to get greater benefits. Welfare system reforming, the federally run U.S. welfare program in 1996, the Republican Congress passed a reform law signed by the President Clinton that gave control of the welfare system back to the states. What used to be a program that would give assistance to those in need who had little to no income became a program that continuously got abused. Welfare has been abused by many different people, from people of poverty even to people that are rich. Mike Carter, a staff reporter for the Seattle Times, reported that a Stuart Clark chiropractor and the woman believed to be his wife been sued by the federal government for allegedly collecting welfare benefits and food stamps while living in a $1.2 million lakefront home in South Seattle. New York Daily News reports the Los Angeles County prosecutor has charged Opta mom Nadia Sullivan with welfare fraud. The district attorney said Monday that Sullivan failed to report nearly $30,000 in earnings while applying for public assistance last year. Nicholas Ricardo, Times staff with the Los Angeles Times, reported that 14 years after she was convicted of what may be still the largest welfare fraud in history, Dorothy Mae Woods was arrested Thursday on suspicion of another scheme to defraud the government, this time for allegedly garnishing $89,000 in bogus tax refunds. Woods, who was debuted welfare queen in 1983 for collecting $377,500 of welfare while living in a mansion and driving a Rolls-Royce. And her son, Leonard Bernard Palmer, 37, of Durant, was arrested by the IRS agents after a 29-month investigation, authorities said. Sure, these stories about people and their welfare fraud may shock you. Even worse, make you upset. That they are taken away from the government where our hard-working taxpayer dollars contribute to. But before we put all the blame on those individuals, let's take a look at the government. The government continuously offers benefits to people of poverty, which often is made up of people with low income, no income, and the non-working class. In fact, the government gives more than just welfare. They offer temporary cash assistance, supplemental nutritionist programs for women, infant, and children, also known as WIC, medical assistance, food stamps programs, all of which have been reported of fraud or abused by the people who receive their benefits. People of poverty receiving government assistance increase greatly each year. Washington CBS local news reported new figures by the Census Bureau this week found that a spike in poverty numbers last year, going from 49 million in 2010 to 49.7 million in the last year. The numbers may come as a surprise to Congress, which estimated in September that the poverty rate would drop to 46.2 million. One of the most startling facts shown that almost 20% of American children continue to live in poverty. There are many people of poverty and may have circumstances that prevent them from working or being able to work. Therefore, the government assists programs that may help them. All of the programs are considered temporary assistance. So why are so many people on government assistance for so long? Is the government helping the people of poverty, or is the government contributing to the people of poverty? The lack of the government to promote self-sufficiency has led to a lasting damage to the people they are serving and to taxpayers. The government claims to reduce the number of people that are currently living in poverty by promoting self-sufficiency. But the number of people of poverty is spiking. And solid proof that the government is not, and that is solid proof that the government is not promoting self-sufficiency. The government requires, if anything, from the people to be eligible to receive their assistance. When individuals of poverty apply for assistance, most often are automatically qualified because they are members of poverty. Many people in poverty know that their poverty level entitles them to certain government assistance. Many of them often use it to their advantage. The government has already lost at promoting self-sufficiency because its minimum requirements of people of public assistance to get public assistance. So, I know why the government is failing the people of poverty. So what is it that I suggest them to do? To reduce the number of people in poverty receiving government benefits, the government should evaluate each individual's needs based upon their individual circumstance. The government program should demand to quarterly report publicly about the people of poverty receiving benefits and the programs that have been made to the public demanding the need of assistance. If there is no decline in the need of the government assistance, should have to reevaluate the plan again, add and remove new situations to their problems. I believe that by doing this more frequently would force the government to often reinforce and promote self-sufficiency. The government should reduce the amount of assistance they give to individuals. Since it is temporary assistance, it should go directly to the electric company, rental office, and be made into vouchers or gift cards to stores where the recipients can purchase household and personal needs. I believe that the government should reinforce the word temporary by giving a particular time limit that is not to exceed 1 year to promote self-sufficiency. To be able to promote self-sufficiency, the government has to give the people of poverty receiving assistance a goal to reach and the consequences if that goal is not reached. And the ultimate consequence of that goal should be that people will no longer be eligible to receive the government assistance. So now I know you're listening at all of this and you're wondering, like, why are you so outraged about people who receive government assistance? It's not a problem. Some people need it. Well, that is true. Some people do need government assistance. But part of the problem why a lot of people remain in poverty is because the government does not control how it gives benefits to the people of poverty. It does not set limitations on what people can and can't do of poverty to receive benefits. So, the government is failing the people. They are providing assistance and they are often to people of poverty. The government's minimum requirements and their belief that the need for the people of poverty is why so many use poverty as an excuse and why so many people are committing fraud. Because the government believes that it is a requirement to give people who are of poverty public assistance with minimum execution of an effective plan to promote self-sufficiency, the government indeed is the biggest contribution to poverty. So tell me something. Would you agree with me that the government is contributing to poverty just as much as it believes that the people of poverty are contributing to poverty? If not, the government is contributing even more. So it's up to you to make the choice. Do you want to stand on the side of the people who fight against the government to enforce that the people of poverty work much harder than what they do to receive benefits?